Hey, what is going on, guys? This is Firelong here. Welcome back to another Clash Royale video. Sorry about my lack of posting. I've just been having a lot of fun streaming Terraria and stuff recently. Hopefully I'll do a little more actual videos. Today we are gonna kick the video off with some more battles, but this is actually a video about the Goblin Challenge that ended like day or two ago, I think, by the time this goes up. I'm late to the party as always, but whatever, still decent footage. Anyways, this was the war deck battle between me and our clan leader. You should join the clan, by the way, it's a good clan. Here's some minions. This was a Three Muskies giant deck. I don't remember if I actually ended up winning my battle or not, sadly. I think I didn't. I think I ended up losing just because I wanted a guy with, again, that had a lot of spam and some really good area coverage for minions and minion horde. I zapped down the minions just to kill them off. Kill off those flying beasts. Elixir collector going down. It's only level 6. Which is a little bit of a strange thing about the war system, is that like you can have under-leveled and over-leveled cards, which in some cases I would think can make a difference. Like if you get a level 8 fireball, and then a what do you call it? Like a level 8 fireball, and then a level, like the other opponent has like level 7. Oof, Three Musketeers or something. That was another goof on my part. Missed it there. But yeah, that would just really suck, because then like your Three Musketeers would just get demolished by a 4 cost. Completely demolished, not even needing zap or anything. That's where I feel like that it could be a little unfair. Although that's where the activity of the clan comes into play and all that, and yeah. I really like the clan wars so far, and the rewards are great. First chest, I think I got 7 baby dragons and a lava hound, which is pretty freaking good, especially compared to the clan chest that we used to have. And there's some minions to take out his miner, or help take him out so he doesn't get as much value. 3 muskies in the middle. I think they all end up going to the right, which isn't really the best play. He freezes them all, not really the best play either. I managed to zap, and only 2 musketeers end up surviving. I minion horde because he just uses arrows, and that should pretty much be GG, I think. There's just too much going on for him to just respond. Too much stuff, and I have pushed down the other lane if he does manage to like stop it. So yeah, that was probably it. I think I'd probably just take his other crown by putting muskies in the middle. Yeah, there we go. Kill the archers, take the other tower. And, yeah, that'll be the game. I think I played that pretty well. That was a pretty good deck for a war deck. Yeah, with that out of the way, let's move on to the Goblin Challenge. Here's the beginning of it. As you can see, there's a goblin dabbing. It's beautiful. Oh, it's gone now. Sad. They should make a dabbing goblin. That should be an actual card. It'd be great. Here, this is a decent one of the decks. Of course, they're all comprised of goblins. Most of them have 3 or more of the goblin cards. Probably more than 3 or more, I would think, to be honest. I really don't know, though, for sure. Dark Goblin is definitely one of the best cards in it. And honestly, I think that Dark Goblin is an extremely good card right now. I don't even know about just right now, but just as a card, it even had been. He didn't do anything for a while, which even though he did take out my Dark Goblin eventually, he took too much damage on his tower. As you can see, there's just a flood of goblins coming down my lane now, which kind of sucks. But they all dead because Zap is OP. No, Zap is actually just completely balanced. Ice Spirit Goblin Gang, I think just a Goblin Gang would have done just fine. The Goblin on the left still ended up getting a hit. Yeah, here's a Dark Goblin. Dark Goblin just gets so much done. If you don't have a direct counter to it, then it can just do so much work. Whirl Ghost Balloon. A little bit of a weird kind of push, because, of course, the Whirl Ghost doesn't actually get hit by the tower. It goes after the balloon first. Which is, yeah, really interesting. I still really like the Royal Ghost, though. It's a really fun card, and it's a very technical card as well. as well. Kind of like the Magic Archer. They're getting more technical with their cards recently. Supercell is. Okay. More goblins, and basically I just have to defend at this point. What's my tower HP? 900, 800, something like that. Here comes a goblin barrel. Just to swarm the barrel of the goblins, and it doesn't really end up doing too much. Roller Ghost to take out this dark goblin, and more goblins just get shredded. Yeah, okay. I might be able to take out his goblin hut. This dark goblin was probably a misplay. Pretty fat misplay. Yeah, I just didn't have anything to support it with. Here's goblins, here's zap. That was a pretty nice zap, and I managed to catch the dark goblin before it could really do much. A pretty bad miner on his part. I mean, I don't know what he was really thinking. He's just one of those players that plays it by ear and not really, like, paying attention to what is actually happening. Because, like, you should pay attention to, like, what's in your opponent's deck. Like, what's he going to counter this with, you know? If he had the Royal Ghost just like 360 no scope with those spear goblins, yeah. And I also decided not to do a video on the practice because it was very tedious, very tedious practice, if I do say so myself. I decided not to zap there because I'm like, well, he might just play something else. I zap him now, but sadly the balloon does not reach the tower. That was the first match. Honestly, it wasn't that hard of a challenge. They weren't the best players in it. So, yeah, I did manage to do quite well, getting myself one of my quests finished. I don't know, I think I was looking at a battle request for a second. Back to the challenge, to the Goblinado deck. This is probably one of the top 3 decks, I would think, in this challenge. Not that it matters anymore because the challenge is over, but I may as well just still give my opinion on it, you know, and the decks inside of it. Here comes the archers. I really like spear goblins as a card as well. Like, I don't know, I really like them. The deck I'm playing against is I should probably stop saying is because it's not a thing at the moment. It was probably the most OP deck in the challenge. I did not mean to make the Dark Prince go that direction, but he ended up going that direction anyway. Pretty bad on that pull as well for the pull. What am I talking about? The kill on the Magic Archer. Yeah, this one is a Golem, Goblin Hut, Executioner, Magic Archer deck, and it's so OP against the other decks just because it's almost impossible to stop. Because Executioner tears through goblins completely, and the Magic Archer does an extremely good job of it as well. I believe I do manage to win this match though, and the reason being because he went too hard on the other side, and I managed to just take out his tower. If the player is smart though, they will not let you do that. They can have the Executioner in their hand, and they'll just put it down and completely just destroy your push. Yes, I did manage to get the left tower. I NATO'd the golem away so I wouldn't take explosion damage, because I'm really not about that explosion damage. My tower's still fairly healthy, I would say. I think my Spirit Gods might die from this. No, they don't. I like how Spirit God will, like, just get to the tower even if it has, like, 0 health. Because that's just how they work. Dark Prince 360 no-scoping something. I didn't even see what he put down. But it was something. And it was something very, very, very elixir-y. He made a splash of elixir. Yeah. Here's the Executioner. Probably going to pop a Golem in front of the Executioner. Not going to do it. Puts a Golem back there, which is a bad play in my opinion. I really feel like he should have put it in front of the Executioner. I don't really think I could have done too much about it if he'd done that. But no, he does put it in front like this. The Magic Archer was just about to be able to hit my tower. I take out the Magic Archer with my archers. He fireballs the Dark Prince. Weird play. I'm stupid and I let my goblins blow up because that's how I play the game. Because it's smart. It's smart, okay, guys. And then, there we go. I managed to just defend fairly well. One more push, though, and I think he probably would have gotten me. But I was able to just beat him out with the deck. Just goes to show, you gotta play smart, and you'll be fine. Okay, into the last two battles of the challenge, I believe. Here's the OP deck I was just talking about. Anyways, yeah, I decided to cut off the recording there because I wanted to come back and actually catch the record the tougher battles of the challenge, which would be the last ones, of course. And I also want to videotape myself getting all that gold. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, I think, yeah, okay, Spirit Gobs do take out the Dark Goblin. I get teensy-weensy bits of splash damage. Put a Golem in the back, because I feel like, okay. He starts going a little bit ham here, but I just zap it all down, and I only take a couple hundred damage. There's the problem as well, is like if you spam goblins down the side of the arena, is that you can just be zapped away from this deck. It can get zapped, it can get fireballed, like whatever. You need a deck, like to compete with this, you need to have a deck that has a decent answer to cards. Like, I need to word that better. Those goblins on the left actually got a couple of hits because I think that the tower was targeted on the golem, which is interesting. What I mean is that you have to have, like, an actual unit that won't get, like, murked by arrows and zap, because otherwise, just a zap is gonna ruin your push, counter push when they put a golem in the back. Spear Gob doing his damage. 50 damage is pretty decent, all things considered. Here's Dark Goblin being annoying, and I couldn't figure out what to do about it, so I just popped an Executioner down. I didn't want to just kill my Goblin Hut, basically for free, instantly. Weird Miner. I would not have done that, to be honest. Pretty bad placement, because even though he killed my Executioner, he still died. If the guy wanted to do that, he should have done it, further back, so that my Executioner would get targeted by the arrows. Arrows did absolutely nothing, maybe let one goblin hit. Magic Archer doing its thing. He's being a boss. Magic Archer is honestly one of my favorite cards in the game. I really like using it. Goblin Barrel accomplishes absolutely nothing. Golem going forward, has Spear Gobs to back it up. There's no chance that this guy can win the game. Here, I just pop another Golem for BM, because, you know, you gotta pop the Golems, dude. Here's a zap, shaky zap, and ends up being a pretty bad zap, to be honest. More Magic Archers. Two Magic Archers at the same time end up looking really cool. Just like shooting together. And there's the 3 crown, easy as that. Yeah, all you gotta do is just be patient and let your push build up, and you're almost always going to win with that deck, except against the deck that has the Inferno Tower. I've also been saving up some gold, and I've been able to buy some legendaries and stuff recently, which has been really cool. Like, I bought another Inferno Dragon recently. This is, in my opinion, the second best deck in the Goblin Challenge. It's a Goblin Hut Giant Bowler deck, which is really interesting. Also, instead of Log in this challenge, they only had Barbarian Barrel, which was interesting as well. Barb gets a hit. I had to use my giant. I did the cool bowler trick where you can just hit the whole goblin barrel right there, which was really cool. I managed to get a pretty good trade with this bowler, but the giant does end up dying, and the bowler can't actually hit any of the other things, so I'm not able to really do much with the bowler. Bowler's a really cool card. I don't really know why it's not utilized more. I really do like it, and I find it super annoying when I fight against it. Bowler going forward. Bloom. Boom. Bowler, like, yeah. I have nothing else to say. This one was a kind of difficult battle, I remember, but it was a good one. I do remember that as well, because he had arrows, and I remember I had to play around the arrows really, really hard to be able to eke out a win. Those goblins got some nice damage. Spear Gob gets 2 shots, managing to chip him down quite a bit. Goblin Barrel coming in. Barbarian Barrel acts the same as a Log, but doesn't actually knock back stuff, which is something weird. It costs 1 more. It doesn't knock back stuff. I don't know if it does more damage or not. And of course, it spawns the Barbarian. Here comes the Bowler. He's probably gonna like Dark Prince on the side to soak up the Bowler damage, because the Bowler doesn't take out the Dark Prince, sadly. Here's a Dark Gob. Gets wrecked by the Dark Prince, which is kind of sad, because Now he still has his arrows whenever I put down any goblins. I just zapped this Dark Prince, and I have to take the damage that comes from this until the Dark Prince dies. Goblins, take out the Goblin Barrel. Honestly, most of the stuff that the decks rock actually take out Goblin Barrel pretty well. Like, any of the Goblin cards can pretty solidly take it out, except for maybe Spear Goblins. That was a stupid play by him. I don't know why he's trying to go opposite lane. In my opinion, is not a smart idea. You want to build up a push with the Goblins, not just spam them down a lane. That's especially true against the decks that have a slow build-up, like this one that I'm playing. Here's the Dark Goblin. He uses arrows, and he misses the Dark Goblin, which is actually very important. He's forced to play Dark Prince over here, and Dark Prince dies pretty quickly. He still played that pretty decently. Barbarian Barrel, not really sure if that was really worth, but whatever. It forced him to play Goblins. Here's another Giant, just taking up all the space. Goblin Gang, and there's too many Goblins for the Goblin Barrel to even do anything. It's hilarious. And now I just have like a million Goblins behind that Giant. He uses arrows, and I put Dark Goblin down, because he just uses arrows. Dark Goblin has survived and is doing all the work, and yeah, that's it for the game. Dark Goblin, if you can like juke out the arrows like I did, made him use it against the sea of goblins behind the Giant, you can pop down the Dark Goblin, and he'll do so much work. He didn't have Dark Prince in rotation, or just didn't have enough elixir, and yeah, I just ended up winning because of that. Probably nothing fantastic in this chest, nothing at all. But yeah, that was a really fun challenge. I did like the deck stereotypes. That was really fast getting out of the app. Okay. But anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, remember to smack that like button and subscribe. And yeah, that's all for me today. I'll see you guys next time. Fire Along, out.